Let you all open all your three eyes.
Om Nityananda Paramashivoham.
Nityanandam, Jnanapadati Manual, under the guidance of Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Jagadguru Mahasannidhanam, His Divine Holiness, Bhagwan Nityananda Paramashivam. Let's start with the Sadguru Vandanam. Nityanandam Paramasukadam Kevalam Jnanamurtim Dvandvatitam Gaganasadusham Tattvamasyaadilakshయం Ekam Nityam Vimalamachalam Sarvadi Sakshibhutam Bhavatitam Trigunarahitam Sadgurum Tam Namami. Let's go through the disclaimers. Security measures. No photography, video, audio recording. Important cautions. Please be aware of the important cautions. What is spa manifestation? Let's hear from Bhagwan himself explaining what is spa manifestation.
All the 25 states of consciousness, when they happen in you due to your chemicals and hormones ups and downs, it is powerlessness. When it happens in you out of your free will and consciousness, it is powerfulness. That's all. When you fall into sleep, it is powerlessness. When you enter into sleep, it is powerfulness. When you fall into dream, it is powerlessness. When you decide to dream, it is powerfulness. So I have added the ultimate powerfulness, Turiyatita, in your whole being and doing. Manifest all the powers. Understand, power manifestation is nothing but cognitive shift. It is not work. It is cognitive shift. Understand? It is just cognitive shift. It's not work. Work is a 4-letter word. Power manifestation is cognitive shift, playing with life, playing with being alive. Static matter, dynamic activity, strategic existence, all these three has no boundary. You are one with it. You are alive in everything. Everything listens to you. Everything decides as you want. Power manifestation is cognitive shift, raising your frequency, not work.
Now let's understand who is Paramashiva. Bhagavan himself has beautifully explained the Paramashiva in all of us.
Paramashiva does manifestation, maintenance, rejuvenation, pulling out of delusion and liberation. He resides in his supreme Paramashiva Swarupa as Ajomuha or Adhomuha, unborn, beyond form, formlessness. Is Paramashiva Swarupa. That Paramashiva Swarupa manifests with these 5 faces as Sadashiva, Tatpurusha, Vamadeva, Ahora, Satyojata, Ishana. 5 faces he manifests and does the Panchakritya, Srishti, manifestation, Sthiti, sustenance, Samhara, rejuvenation, Trobhava, pulling out of delusion, Anugraha, liberation. Understand? He does all these 5 jobs. Through these 5 phases. Now listen carefully. Tatpurusham, Vamadevam, Satyojatam, Ahoram, Ishanam. These 5 phases does Panchakrityas. Each phase, each dimension is not just one F-A-C-E phase, P-H-A-S-E phase. It's not just F-A-C-E, P-H-A-S-E. Understand? The creation, not just creation getting created, even sustenance need to be created. Destruction need to be created and pulling out of delusion need to be created. Liberation need to be created. Then creation, manifestation need to be maintained. Maintenance, sthiti itself need to be maintained. Destruction, samhara, the rejuvenation need to be sustained, maintained when it is happening. Pulling out of delusion, Trobhava, need to be maintained when it is happening. And Anugraha, liberation, need to be maintained when it is happening. Those micromilliseconds when it is happening. So understand, Satyojata Murti as 5 phase, Ishana Murti as 5 phase, Vamadeva Murti as 5 phase, Agora Murti has 5 phase, Tatpurusha Murti has 5 phase. So, Tatpurusha Murti as is 5 phase, Agora Murti has is 5 phase, Vamadeva Murti has his 5 face. Satyojata Murti has his 5 face. Ishana Murti has his 5 face. All these 5 Murtis, 5 faces put together is 25 faces of Mahasadashiva.
Bhagavan beautifully explained Paramashiva. Now, who is His Divine Holiness, Bhagavan Nityananda Paramashivam? Let's hear from Bhagavan himself. Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Jagadguru Mahasannidhanam, His Divine Holiness, Bhagavan Nityananda Paramashivam, is a reviver of Kailasha, the ancient enlightenment civilization, the great cosmic borderless nation. Is an avatar from and is a supreme pontiff of Hinduism. His Divine Holiness, Bhagavan Nityananda Paramashivam, has made science of our manifestation, yoga, temple-based university for humanity, Sovijian order of Kailasha led by His Divine Holiness, Bhagavan Nityananda Paramashivam and Nityananda order of monks, nuns, Hindu diasporas are working for global peace to give superconscious breakthrough to humanity. Nityananda Hindu University, world's largest with extended campus in 150 countries, is collecting, organizing, preserving, time capsuling, decoding, spreading and reviving 20 million source books of Hinduism and 64 sacred arts, science like Ayurveda, music, dance, sculpting, astrology, Vastu, and many more. His Divine Holiness, Bhagavan Nityananda Paramashivam, is 293rd Guru Mahasannidhanam of Shamalapita Sarvanyapita, ancient apex body of Hinduism and present emperor of Suryavamsa Surangi Swamrajyam. His Divine Holiness, Bhagavan Nityananda Paramashivam, has survived the worst persecution of multiple assassination attempts on person and character by anti-Hindu elements. Beautifully, Bhagavan now explains who is His Divine Holiness, Bhagavan Nityananda Paramashivam.
Everything is infinitely powerful. You realize your potentiality. You establish yourself in the completion, space of completion. You are God, that's all. All of us are gods. The first experience is that I was able to see everything around me, above me, the whole 360 degree. I realized not only I was able to see, I was able to feel, experience the skin of the stone on rock on which I was sitting and the skin of this body. Both carry me equally. In both I exist equally. Sangha is a place where the tattvas are taught to you, and till it becomes satya, you are supported. Akhadas are basically founded by Sadashiva himself. All is ganas, Shiva ganas. Exactly the word gana means. In your length, breadth, depth, if you are filled by Shiva, you are Shiva gana. All the Shiva ganas formed the first Akhada. Later on, much later, Kapila Muni organizes Mahanirvani Akhada. Then all other Akhadas. Mahamandaleshwar of Mahanirvani Akhada, the oldest apex body of Hinduism, I welcome every one of you . What I am teaching is from original Agamas Yogapada,
The science very clearly declares, Sadashiva is very clear, manifestation of these powers happen when you experience oneness with Sadashiva. When you choose your guru, the best thing is find a person who is enlightened, experienced, who can play with energy, who can directly transmit experience to you, and who is in tune with the original Shastras, the source of the knowledge. All the revealed scriptures available about the yoga directly by Sadashiva for you to do research, study, practice, question the people who teach.
The science of power manifestation is a gift to the humanity which is authentic, time-tested, scientific, and foolproof. Diksha, or the initiation from His Divine Holiness, Nityananda Paramashivam, makes the science directly an experience for the initiates. The experience is directly authenticated by the Pramanas. The Shastra Pramanas, the eternal, unchangeable truth revealed in the source scriptures, the Veda and Agamas. The Apta Pramanas, the experience of the Rishis, Munis, Ganas, Nayanamars, Alvars, and Siddhars, who are the authority of Hinduism, who have scientists who time-tested and verified the science of power manifestation. The Atma Pramanas are the avatar who land on the planet Earth to give a superconscious breakthrough to humanity. His Divine Holiness Bhagavan Nityananda Paramashivam, this millennium's avatar, personal experience of power manifestation. Shakshi Pramanas, or the experience of the millions of disciples, devotees, and followers initiated into the science of power manifestation by Bhagavan himself. Pratyaksha Pramanas, or the scientific studies which can be measuring the effect of being in the enlightened state.
Nityananda Jnanapatati for power of Ashtama Siddhis, increasing the size of an atom. Powerful cognition from Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavan Satsangs. There is nothing impossible. Listen, actually, what separates you from the cosmos, the skin, and the identity that you are only up to your skin. What separates your mind from the cosmic mind? It is just the border you made that separate your mind from the cosmic mind. Just as the wall separates the ocean from the boat jetty, your impossible separates your individual mind from the cosmic mind. Break that wall. After that, for anything that happens in your individual mind, the cosmic mind will say Tathastu, so be it. Go on making impossibilities into possibilities. What is life? Continuously making impossibility into possibility is life. When you accept the impossibility as impossibility in your life, you are dead. After that, where is life? Life is life as long as you are making all impossible into I am possible. All impossible into I am possible. Please don't miss authenticity, the fragrance of courage. Let these words penetrate you. The words that discipline enters into is the unknown, the uncharted, and the unmapped territory. So fear of expansion will be there. That is the only barrier. In spite of it, we should go on expanding Let fear be there. It will hang around for a while. When we do not listen to it, it will leave us. It is a great day when fear of unknown leaves us. From then on, growth becomes simple, easy, spontaneous. This committed journey leads to bliss, eternal bliss, Nityanandam. He says, please do not miss authenticity, the fragrance of courage. Let these words penetrate you. The work that a disciple entered into is with unknown, uncharted, unmapped territory. So the fear of expansion will be there. There is only barrier. In spite of it, we should go on expanding. Let fear be there. It will hang around for a while. When we do not listen to it, it will leave us. It will be the great day when your fear unknown leaves us. From then on, growth becomes simple, easy, and spontaneous. This committed journey leads us to bliss, eternal bliss, Nityananda. Let's go to Shastra Pramana. Shastra Pramana are eternal, unchangeable truth in source scriptures. This is from Shiva Samhita, some 5.76, 5.78.
5.76 to 78. Maranam ghādyate tena sakenapi na ghādyate tasya syat paramasiddhe animadi gunaprada vayussannachadate dehe rasavriddhir bhavet dhruvam आकाशपनकजगल्पीयूषमपि बद्धते मरणं खाद्यते तेन सकेनापि न खाद्यते तस्य स्यात् परमासिद्धिर् अनिमादिगुणप्रदा वायुः सनचरते देहे रसवृद्धिर्भवेत् ध्रुवम् आकाशपनकजगलप्तीयूषमपि वर्धते.
Shiva Samhita 5.7678. Bhagavan Paramashiva says, death is eaten by him. He is eaten by none. He manifests the highest powers such as Anima, Lahima, Mahima, etc. The Vayu, the wind energy, moves equally throughout his body. The juice of this body are increased, Rasavritti. The nectar exuding from the eternal lotus also increase in him. Bhagavan beautifully says how we have just a layer between the cosmic mind and ourselves. The cosmos and us is a skin deep, that's all. The border is very, very simple, and it's like a screen. When the sun enters inside the room, if you put a screen, it is closing the whole sun is what we pursue. But sun can never be closed just by a screen. Even a small hole, the whole sun will make the whole room lit. Such a beautiful thing that Bhagavan is giving us. When we understand something deeper, then we get a space of it for us to understand, and it becomes irrelevant. It becomes easy for us to manage the whole thing. He says the fear is just going to be there as long as you are scared of it. But you become too busy to care for it, it'll become irrelevant and redundant. It's so simple. You just don't bother about it again and again. You don't reiterate few times. It does not even come back. It does not even have guts to show you anything. It simply disappears, he says. Such a beautiful, powerful cognition that he has given, that if we understand the more and more how the mind goes on repeating something, when we have a gap between us and the mind, we are able to see there is something more is there, the consciousness, which can happen as reality. And more getting that gap and more experiencing that gap, the impossibility becomes possibility. Because anything we put an effort is due to the mind. Anything which is done effortlessly is done by consciousness. It just happens through us, manifests through us. And if we can make that more consciously by living more awareness and more conscious, and that is the key to make us understand how we can start manifesting all the reality we want. And Bhagavan beautifully says, bring authenticity. That is the key, which makes us manifest that space in us where you get a gap. When you're authentic, you are getting a gap. Really, you know that something is going to happen, something is going to be a possibility, because you're so authentic, you know everything advance, you know everything in detail. So that authenticity is what Bhagavan is asking us to bring in this powerful cognition, to make impossible as possible. Because we get such a gap. If suddenly somebody comes and shouts at us, we get upset. Instead of that, I have a gap between that words and what occurs to me. If I have that gap, and I know there is a hole in the screen, the sun is appearing and giving me the light, even though something is going on, even though the screen is available. The authenticity in me gives me the gap to get the glimpse, even when I'm going through all this. I'm going through all this and it's very difficult, but I get a glimpse of the truth also. When I'm getting the glimpse of the truth, I'm going to hold on to the glimpse, and simply the whole will become larger and larger. More space will happen, and the impossible space just reduces to nothing. Even at a glimpse, it just reduced to nothing. If I am staying as a whole in that beautiful place, in the whole itself, how I would exist as reality. Such a powerful cognition that Bhagavan is given. With this powerful cognition, let's look at the Apta Pramanas. Apta Pramanas are the authority of Hinduism. They are the Vedic rishis, munis, Nayanamas, Alvas who have time tested and verified the science of power manifestation. This is from the Periya Puranam. Tirunavakasar, verse 304-307. Power of increasing the quantity of water in the vessel. Mahima power to expansion, increase the size of an atom. Once Tirunavakasar was visiting various temples. On the way, he got very thirsty and hungry. In spite of being tired, he continued his journey. Paramashiva was seeing his decided to relieve the distress of him. The Lord caused a garden and a pool or two materialize. He assumed a form of Brahmin, wearing holy ashes with food neatly packed. He went to Tirunavakasar and asked him to have the food and water so that he can feel refreshed. Knowing it to be a grace of divine, Tirunavakasar accepted the food, ate the relish, and drank the water. Lord himself comes down to feed Tirunavakasar when he's thirsty. What a space. Atma Pramana are Bhagavan's Leela, account from Bhagavan's life, who have time tested and verify all the signs for us.
नित्यानन्देश्वरसमारम्भा नित्यानन्देश्वरि मध्यमा अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्ता वन्दे गुरुपरम्परा. Integrity is falling in love with your higher personality. Understand? You do have Sadashivatva in you. You are hardwired for it. It's not that your Sadashivatva is gift from somebody. No. Understand? Just like how when you fall asleep, you put an alarm and tell the alarm, hey, wake me up tomorrow morning. Same way, that's exactly the way I sent my gurus. I sent my gurus to the planet Earth ahead of me and said, hey, I'm coming. Wake me up when I assume the human body. See, assuming the human body is almost like a, for you guys, how entering into deep sleep and dream state. It's exactly the same way for me to enter into the Jagrat state and assume the human body. My alarm clocks were my gurus. Hey, wake me up. Understand? They just reminded me to fall in love with my higher personality, Sadashiva. Arunagiri Yogeshwara is nothing but all my fantasy, how I wanted a guru to be enjoyed. It personified and became reality is Arunagiri Yogeshwara. How best way the guru should be enjoyed. That personification is Arunagiri Yogeshwara. He is nothing but helping me to fall in love with my higher personality. Who is Arunagiri Yogeshwara again? Understand? From outside, he made me fall in love with him. From inside, he made me fall in love with him. Actually, a chaste love. There are two types of love. Exploiting, sucking love, and a chaste love. A chaste love, when it opens, first thing you will feel, I'll be integrated to him. What a being. This exploiting, sucking love means, let me possess and do what I can, get what I can get out of him. A chaste love means the moment you fall in love, wow, I have decided I'll be integrated to him from my core. That is the first decision I took when I had darshan of Arunagiri Yogeshwara. Wow. Of course, I did not measure or I did not understand him. I just know he is something which is more than what I expected as possibility, or whatever I know as possibility. The moment I understood that, the first thing, I'll be integrated to him. Integrity is nothing but falling in love with higher personality of you, higher side of you. It's romance with the higher side of you. It's romance with a higher possibility of you. I saw Arunagiri Yogeshwara as my higher possibility, my higher personality. When I fell in love with him, when I decided to be integrated to him, it just became flowering of me. Understand? In the ethics of Kailasa, see, the ethics of Kailasa is the laws of secret life. See, in the planet Earth, the laws of the public life prevails. In Devaloka or Asuraloka, laws of personal life, private life prevails. Understanding between you and Devendra, understanding between you and that Bahubali or Mahabali, whoever head of the Asura Loka. That's all matters in those lokas. But in Kailasa, no law other than your integrity to love for Sadashiva. Nothing else matters. No law exists. Being in Bhuloka means you are part of somebody's public life. Being in Devaloka or Asuraloka means you are part of somebody's private life. Laws of private life applies. In Kailasa, only the laws of secret life applies. There is no law, there is no rule. Integrity to love. In that plane of ethics, the individual will is highly revered. The individual's decision to be integrated or not integrated is highly revered. When Sati wanted to leave Kailasa, I tried to support her and make her understand. But when she is adamant, I sent Veerabhadra to destroy Daksha but did not protect Sati. Understand? How much of time it would have taken for Veerabhadra to protect Sati instead of destroying Daksha? But the instruction was destroy Daksha, not protect Sati. Understand? She is Adisakti herself. She took another one body, became Parvati, came. All that is great. But the moment she decided out of her will to step out of Kailasa, yes, okay. If that is what has to happen to your body, that is what you have decided, nobody can stop. Then Veerabhadra was sent to destroy Daksha, to teach lesson to Daksha, but not to protect Sati. Can Nandi miss? No. Can Veerabhadra miss? No. They were not instructed to protect Sati. The moment you decide, your will is respected. Understand? When you fall in love, other than your will, nothing else is required for integrity. If you are saying, I want to be but I don't know, and if you are believing, I want to be integrated but I don't know, you are the worst hypocrite. The area you need to attend is more than completion, falling in love with your higher personality, Guru. I can see very clearly, whoever is in love with me, they are in love with integrity. Integrity is so smooth for them. When there is no love, you use every methodology to either believe integrity is not possible or cheat that you are already integrated without living it. Understand? The scale to measure whether you are integrated or not, you will manifest Sadashivatva, me. You will manifest the powers I am manifesting. You will manifest everything. That is a scale. That's a scale. Yesterday, one of my Balasant was sitting with me. I was actually doing research on some of this temple construction. And suddenly I decided, let me watch Rajaraj Cholan. There was a old kind of a Tamil. I can say it, I should not even say it is a movie because it is not done cinematically. It is done more in those days, movie. Very mom shop, pop shop, homegrown. So I wanted to watch that to catch some glimpse of how he would have built the temple, have they done some research and presented. I was sitting and watching with her. After some time I asked her, how do you feel sitting in my breathing space? The statement she made, I'm so sure she got me. She said, Swamiji, I'm having the space of listening. The space of listening. When you fall in love, that is what exactly you will feel. When you fall in love, that's exactly you will feel. I thought she's a kid, so maybe maximum she'll tell, I'm feeling joyful, I'm so happy, I'm watching this movie with you, Swamiji. But she's not kid. Or I should say, my kid. I'm experiencing the space of listening, Swamiji. I tell you, when you fall in love, you will only experience the space of listening, integrity. I just know I have a daughter. Because I have not fed that word into her. I only looked at her and she was having a wide smile. I think catching me so close up. Actually, there were scenes where Rajaraj Cholan and his daughter are relating and talking. Whenever she sees those scenes, I'll see a big shy and wide smile will be there on her face. So I thought maybe she's enjoying the Rajaraj Cholan's. Rajaraj Cholan had a very sweet daughter. And he was a complete father. I can say he was a complete king and complete father and complete Shiva devotee and complete ruler, a complete hero, a complete being. So I thought maybe she's enjoying the father dimension of Rajaraja. So I just wanted to find out what she's exactly going through. She said, I'm in the space of listening, Swamiji. I thought, oh God, this is my daughter. See, if she has said, I'm enjoying the way Rajaraj Cholan and his daughter are relating, or if she has said, I'm so happy I got chance to sit next to you, all that is just love. Understand? Love, becoming listening, or integrity is what I call literally living enlightenment.
Now let's go to the Shakshi Pramanas. Shakshi Pramanas are the millions of disciple devotees around the world who have manifested and sharing their testimonials for the power of Ashtama Siddhi, power of increasing the quantity of water in a vessel. Here we have Kela, who's saying that she kept 2 glasses and the water is increased, it's gone, and before and after picture she has shown, and you can see in the after picture, it's touching the logo very clearly. And she's so thankful to Swamiji, and she's so excited into increasing powers more and more. Thank you so much, and please go to the instruction to understand how to manifest the powers and Pratyaksha Pramana, the scientific detail of the power manifestation.
Pratyaksha Pramana, scientific studies what can be measured, measuring the effect of being in enlightenment state. Deadlifting. Powerlifting exercises can be harmful to shoulder, lower back, and knee injuries, from muscle strain, tendons chronic to fractures. The deadlift exercise utilizes the entire posterior chain in the body and is considered one of the most effective full body muscle building exercises. However, deadlifts can pose a risk of spinal damage. Deadlifts place force on the spinal disc, especially when done with heavy weight. If you perform these exercises with a rounded or arched back, the amount of disc compression increases substantially and can result in bulged disc, pinched nerves, or other issues. Preparation and step-by-step personal coaching are necessary for novice who wants to lift heavy weight. Charts are given to indicate the average weight one can lift depending on the gender, height, weight, and level of training. Manifesting powers of Ashta Mahashaktis, power of increasing the size of others. Mahima, how a Balasans from Nityananda Gurukul can effortlessly uplift double the weight he should be able to lift for his height, weight, and level of training. Manifesting power of Ashta Mahashaktis, powers to lift huge weights effortlessly, also known as Lagima, power to make things lighter.
The Shastra Pramana, the direct words of Mahasadashiva, where Sadashiva reveals how this Shakti manifests. It is from the Paushkar Agama, Vidyapada, Patala 6. Lagima shigrage vitvam pankadhavapya majjanam mahima vyapya cha sthanam brihadendriyadadribihi. You can take on the stage now.
Yes, so first we have Srinivas, who'll be stepping up, and we'll take your weight first and see where you're at, and then we'll compare that number against the lift that you'll be doing. So if you want to just quickly step up and take your weight.
As you can see, Srinivasan Maharaj, a Rudra of the Nityananda order, is stepping up on the weighing scale, and you will be seeing, as you can see, he is 54.1 kgs.
So 54 kgs. And on the bar, as I mentioned earlier, I got a little excited talking about this, is 115 kgs. And just to put this into perspective, I actually haven't lifted this weight in over 3 years. So what he's going to be doing is something I haven't trained and done in 3 years. And so I'm excited to see this. What he'll be comparing is up against, and again, this is very logical and there's a lot of numbers involved. He's lifting roughly 120 pounds more than somebody that is a beginner, which is completely insane because I'm assuming he hasn't been training. If I don't know how long he's been training for, but I don't think he's been training very long. And so 120 pounds more than a beginner he'll be lifting, and he's lifting a weight that I haven't lifted in over 3 years. So I'll let him take this.
So that's great. Srinivasa Maharaj, you can come up in the front. You can see Srinivasa Maharaj is getting into the position. As you can see, Srinivasan Maharaj has lifted.
I don't mean to be a stickler for form and all this, but when it comes to training, form is everything. You're going to get much more power if you have like exact form. And I can say his form was not correct, but it didn't matter. That's what's shocking, is that you were able to somehow muster the strength without having the correct base.
And Srinivasan Maharaj is just 54 kgs and he has lifted over 115 kgs just like that without any effort.
Setting up the items for increasing the quantity of water in a cup. Let's get the items ready: the camera and timestamp, Jnananjan, a scale or a weighing measuring app on the phone, a vessel with water. Let's set up the camera. Take a few minutes to set up the camera. Download the timestamp app. Click on the video. Ensure the time is shown on the screen vividly and clearly. Make sure the camera is facing you in a wide angle. You and the glass which is kept for increasing the water, the vessel which is kept for increasing the water. It should be a bright place and a quiet place and a wide angle view to measure, see the whole setup clearly and vividly. Please take few minutes to set up all this. These are amazing Shaktis, Ashtama Shaktis, which can be captured by your camera. Let's go to the guidelines. Before that, let's set up the weighing scale. If you want to place the object on the weighing scale on a phone app, there's an Android version and iPhone version. You can use these apps. You can take a note of this or copy and paste it. So you can measure the cup of water, vessel of water, if it is a small vessel, on the phone app. Guidelines to manifest the powers. Turn on the video camera. Put the Jnana on your eyebrows in the third eye. If you have it, bring your awareness to your third eye. Record the weight of the vessel with water and weigh on the scale or weighs with a measuring app twice for accuracy. Note down all the details. Through your third eye, change the weight of the object in front of you to make it heavier. Manifest the powers. Now, after the power manifestation, weigh the object again twice for accuracy. If the app gives a range, make a note of the range and see how it's changed. If you're feeling that you're just feeling the heat and Kundalini energy and small changes, yes, you're manifesting the powers. If you have got the huge difference, about 5 to 10 points difference in the change of the liquid, then you have manifested fully. When you started manifesting, you start celebrating your manifestation by sharing your videos. Simply, you will be manifesting more and more from the depth. Verify the video, it's very authentic, and share the video with powerful cognition with others and listen to others' experience on manifestation.
Power manifestation instructions. Let's sit straight, the head, neck, and back in a straight line so that beautifully the Kundalini energy raises to the Agnya where the manifestation happens. Usually, our awareness is on Muladhara, Swadhisthana, and Manipuraha, where navel center, your below navel center. Here, bringing the awareness to your third eye and sitting straight will give us amazing possibility of power manifestation. Now let's understand few words that Bhagavan is repeatedly using. Shaktipada, oneness, be unclutched, initiation. So here first we will see in Bhagavan's words what is Shaktipada.
Let me give an introduction about what is Shaktipada process. Please understand. You would have seen or heard about how the chicken sits on the egg and hatches. Of course, in the modern countries, this does not happen. Machine sits on the egg and our egg sits on the machine. In those days, originally when hens and chicken were getting produced on the planet Earth, the hen used to sit on the chicken and hen used to sit on the egg and the chicken will come out of the egg. See, same way, Sadashiva sitting means the ultimate cosmic energy sitting on the individual soul and making the individual soul into cosmic energy is Shaktipada. Hen sitting on the egg and making the chicken happen, same way
You may think, how come, what is going on here? That hen is only sitting just by the body heat of the hen, the egg is becoming chicken. Because no surgery is done and nothing goes inside. It's only sitting. Same way, it is just sitting. It's only the presence, the Shaktipada, makes the individual soul into cosmic soul.
Beautifully, Bhagavan explained Shaktipada, how individual soul becomes cosmic soul. And let's listen to initiation.
You see, let me explain the initiation. Initiation is the process beyond your intellectual understanding. The transmission of lamp happens. Now, you understood something intellectually. There is something which is not understood, which can't be transmitted through the words. That is transmitted. That's what we call initiation. Sometimes I tell people that unless you are initiated, the techniques do not create the result. The reason is you do not grasp completely whatever is expressed through words. Initiation is like it just transmits whatever need to be transmitted beyond logic and beyond words. People ask me why to wear this bracelet or this mala and all those things. This all will remind you. Why bracelet in the hand? It will remind you, before eating, did you meditate? It's a constant reminders. Before eating, let you be reminded, did you do the meditation? That is why this bracelet. That is why this mala. That is why this external things. Sometimes this external things does a big job of reminding you constantly. That is why take the help of external things also, nothing wrong. People ask me, why we can just be spiritual without having external things? If you can, really you are welcome. But I don't think anybody who speaks in that way is successful. I've never seen people becoming successful avoiding the external things, just having internal things. And it is just a nice way of escaping from yourself.
Beautifully, Bhagavan explained initiation. Let's listen to be unclutched. What is to be unclutched?
The thoughts, every thought is independent, illogical, unconnected, and unclutched. Because the gap between two thoughts is too small. The neutral space between the two thoughts is too small. You think all the thoughts are connected and it is in the shape form. It is not. By your very nature, every thought is independent, illogical, unconnected, and unclutched. Between every thought, you experience a neutral space. When you change the gear, whether you go from neutral to 1 or 1 to 2 or 2 to 3 or 3 to 4 or 4 to whatever gears you may change, but every time you have to come to the neutral space. Only then you can go to the next gear. Even if you want to go from 2 to 3, you have to come to the neutral space. Only then you can go to 3. Same way, between every thought, you experience a neutral space. You experience a neutral space between every thought. Between every thought. That neutral space, that silence is what I call peace or bliss. The peace which exists, the bliss which exists already in you,
between every thought, the gap of the thought, the gap between the thoughts, that neutral space is the peace, is the bliss. When you understand you are unconnected, independent, illogical, and unclutched by your very nature, you will start experiencing the neutral space in you, neutral space which exists in you. You will start living from moment to moment in spontaneity. We need to understand one more thing. This technique of being unclutched, it does miracles in your being, in the body level, or in the mental level, or in the being level. In every level, when you understand the truth, by your very nature, you are unclutched. The tremendous quantum transformation. You take a quantum jump. The transformation happens in quantum, not step by step. Just one jump. You take a quantum jump and experience the truth awakening in you.
The oneness space is the most beautiful space that Bhagavan himself is explaining how we are ferocious. Beyond the tiredness and boredom, we can experience the space of oneness and be unclutched.
Oneness is not imagination. Oneness is not visualization. Oneness is not even just declaration. It is your existence. An idea which is you is oneness. The idea which has become part of your very space, which does not tire you or bore you by the passage of the time, is oneness. Mahadeva says in the Agama, Sadashiva beautifully explains in the Agama, Kala, Yama cannot tire you or bring boredom to you if something becomes your space. Devi achieved the blissful state and union with Mahadeva on Shivaratri day because our space became oneness. Anything which brings tiredness or boredom has not yet become your space. If living in this body brings you tiredness and boredom, you are not going to be living in this body forever. When that becomes too much, you are going to drop it and move ahead. If you want to be in oneness forever, it should become part of your space, means you should become ferocious with you and break this very tiredness and boredom. Only when you deal you with the ferociousness, you break the tiredness and boredom. With that ferociousness, you need to make oneness as your space. Anything stands as an imagination in the length level, visualization in the breadth level, declaration in the depth level. If you open your time with ferociousness, it just sinks into space level. With this ferociousness, the time layer in you opens, and the oneness from imagination to visualization to declaration, it becomes your space, the way of existence.
the most important, Bhagavan says, being unclutched, understanding the Shaktipada, the oneness space, and chanting the Mahavakya. The Mahavakya, the power of the Mahavakya, pushes you into the higher states of consciousness. Here, Bhagavan himself explains how we can experience the Shaktipada, raised higher consciousness, through Mahavakya.
It's one of the very important revelation by Sadashiva. All the electronic equipments work when the electrons are made to vibrate. That happens by the light. When the electricity is supplied, the light particle vibrates, the electronic equipment starts working. Just like that, the spiritual power and the umbilical cord connection, spiritual umbilical cord connection between you and me, it works with sound particle. For example, my integrity with the cosmos, Sadashiva, Mahasadashiva, it reverberates in certain level of frequency. When you are integrated to me, you also start reverberating in the same frequency. If your integrity goes down, that is when you start connecting with me only as a manager or this organization head or your Purvashram father, mother. Your connection with me goes down to the lower level if the integrity gets reduced. I was wondering, what is the way we can bring people to the higher integrity immediately and the feeling connection, so they start manifesting the powers, they start staying in the space of Sadashivatva. Sadashiva revealed a beautiful sound. I can tell you, this is like a password. At any point, if you are not able to bring yourself to oneness, you are a little shaken, disturbed, or for some reason, you are not able to bring yourself to oneness. This is like a password. You type, whether your mind feels connected or not, the energy will start flowing in you beyond the depth dimension. You see, all mind oscillation, restlessness, all mental idea based feeling connected or not feeling connected is only length, breadth, depth level, not in the space level. But this sound will straight infuse energy from the space level. Like for example, if the power goes off, automatically the generator will get switched on and the power supply will be going on. So end result will not be lost. Whether government power supply or the generator power supply, end result will not be stopped. So whenever you feel little that oneness is, you are not catching it, just feed this password. Immediately the oneness will open up and you will start manifesting the powers, energy, and the whole space will shift. It is directly from Sadashiva. It's a beautiful sound. I don't even want to say it's a mantra. It is not even a mantra because there is no meaning in it. You can't derive a meaning for it. It just flashed like a password for all the initiations I am giving. One single password for all the initiations I am giving. And the initiations I gave, I am giving, I will be giving for all that. This is like one password. Don't even repeat like a mantra. Just feed like a password and it will just open up. Your whole being will open up. Listen carefully. It starts with the vibration Om. Listen and then repeat. Om. Very deep. Om. Nityananda. Nityananda.
Maha Sadashivoham.
So Bhagavan gave beautiful explanation of how you can be in Shaktipada. Visualize Paramashiva who has come down as Bhagavan Nityananda Paramashivam from Kailasha. Remembering Paramashiva in your third eye, again and again, bringing your awareness to your third eye simply makes you manifest powers. Absolute unclutching. How Bhagavan said, the neutral zone, nothing ever touches the screen. Like same way, the movie does not touch the screen, whether it is happening in ferocious or any soft, beautiful, nothing touches the screen. Be unclutched like the screen. And to experience the state of Paramashiva, your inner space being completely unclutched. Complete completion to experience the space of Paramashiva. Inside us, the complete completion happens when we are in tune with Paramashiva. That everything is redundant and irrelevant. The essence of completion is irrelevant. Nothing matters in your life because everything is complete completion. Oneness with Paramashiva. How Bhagavan said, in ferocious breaking the boredom and tiredness, just being in the space of oneness with Paramashiva to manifest the powers of Paramashiva. Tyaga as Paramashiva is your only strength, now declaring complete integrity with Bhagavan to experience the being of Paramashiva. How Bhagavan said, chanting the Mahavakya raises your frequency and that is your only strength to manifest any reality. Being in this beautiful space of Paramashiva, you can experience such a beautiful space, state, powers, and becoming the being of Paramashiva, manifesting whatever you want. Now, you will be manifesting the powers, watching the oneness capsule, and chanting the Mahavakya, Om Nityananda Paramashivoham. We'll be playing the Mahavakya and the oneness capsule for you to manifest powers. At end of the Mahavakya, you can start with the verification and sharing and causing. Thank you.
Nityananda Paramashivoham. Om Nityananda Paramashivoham. Om Nityananda Paramashivoham. Nityananda Paramashivoham. Om Nityananda Paramashivoham. Om Nityananda Paramashivoham. Nityananda Paramashivoham. Om Nityananda Paramashivoham. Let Paramashiva's third eye manifest in all our third eyes. Let the Amrita pour, let the Varni open up, manifest in all of us. Let Paramashiva overflow, manifest the powers in all our third eyes. Om Nityananda Paramashivoham. Om Nityananda Paramashivoham. Nityananda Paramashivam. Om 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 Nityananda Paramashivam. Let Paramashiva's third eye manifest in all our third eyes. Let the Amrita pour, let the Varni open up, manifest in all of us. Let Paramashiva overflow, manifest the powers in all our third eyes. Om Nityananda Paramashivam. 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 नित्यानंद परमशिवोऽहम् नित्यानंद परमशिवोऽहम् नित्यानंद परमशिवोऽहम् नित्यानंद परमशिवोऽहम् नित्यानंद परमशिवोऽहम् Let Paramashiva's third eye manifest in all our third eyes. Let the Amrita pour, let the Varni open up. Nityananda Paramashivoham. Nityananda Paramashivoham. Nityananda Paramashivoham. Nityananda Paramashivoham. Let Paramashiva's third eye manifest in all our third eyes. Let the Amrita pour, let the Varni open up, manifest in all of us. Let Paramashiva overflow, manifest the powers in all our third eyes. Om Nityananda Paramashivoham. 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 Let Paramashiva's third eye manifest in all our third eyes. Let the Amrita pour, let the Varni open up, manifest in all of us. Let Paramashiva overflow, manifest the powers in all our third eyes. Om Jnananda Paramashivam. 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 Let Paramashiva's third eye manifest in all our third eyes. Let the Amrita pour, let the Om Jnananda Paramashivam. Om Jnananda Paramashivam. Om Jnananda Paramashivam. Paramashivoham. Om Nityananda 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 Paramashivoham. Let Paramashiva's third eye manifest in all our third eyes. Let the Amrita pour, let the Vani open up, manifest in all of us. Let Paramashiva overflow, manifest the powers in all our third eyes. Om Nityananda Paramashivoham. 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 Om Nityananda Paramashivoham.
Verification process of increasing the water in the cup. Verify that no video editing is done on the Shakti Avishkarna videos, Shakti power manifestation videos. Make sure the video is not stopped or restarted in the process of manifestation. Make sure all the videos have timestamp and they have the wide angle view. Make sure nobody touches the vessel or the water during the power manifestation. Do not tamper with the scale or weighing machine, app, or do not move or add any external item to increase or decrease the weight. Authentically, you should be having 5 to 10 units change, which should be seen very visibly. Then you have manifested the powers fully. Thank you for manifesting this power.
Beautiful. We are at the end of the power manifestation, but most important part of the power manifestation. Here, we are going to share all that you have manifested with the social media groups. Here we have Sri Kailasha Kotyar Manifesting Power Groups. Thousands of people are part of that. And you can share there and you can post your powerful cognition and the videos. The link is tinyurl.com/power manifestation. It is at the left corner of the page. You can click on it and you can post your beautiful experience in the Power Manifestation group. Why sharing and causing is very important part of Power Manifestation. Bhagavan beautifully explains that sharing is pulling us out of delusion and causing is liberating us. We are the ones who need to start experiencing the higher states of reality, how we need to exist. Beautifully, Bhagavan explains when you are sharing with others the ultimate beautiful multidimensional logic, your brain rewires into the higher space of consciousness, the Turyatita state. Again and again, when you experience even a little bit, you share with the world, your experience becomes reality. Same thing when you cause others to come and get initiated for higher reality, you are caused into the higher purpose, the ultimate reality. Bhagavan says extreme causing, extreme power manifestation is extreme causing. So beautifully he explains how our strength is declared on Paramashiva. The power manifestation happens exactly in tune to that. And sharing with the world, continuously reiterating ourselves the experience that we had from the powerful cognition and manifesting the space of Paramashiva, the state of Paramashiva, the beings of Paramashiva, we become Paramashiva. Go on sharing and causing, which is the most important part of how you have experienced your reality. When you go to a temple, we pray and we see that beautiful experience happen in us, and then share with the world that how amazing the temple experience has manifested as your reality. Same way, when you manifest powers, when you share with the world, it becomes more and more the depth cognition of you, and you will be experiencing more powers. Even if you're manifested very small, it does not matter the quantity. Bhagavan says the quality is important. If it is authentic, please go ahead and share with the world. Do not doubt, have self-doubt, self-denial, self-hatred come and block anything. Experience the ultimate in deep seeking and gratitude. Bhagavan manifest in you with a deep prayer, that asking Bhagavan to make this reality as your existential reality. With that, let's end with the Purna Mantra. Thanking Bhagavan for all these great experience. We have come to the end of the Power Manifestation course, and we end with the Purna Mantra. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purna Purnamudashyate Purnasya Purnamataya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Tat Sat Sarvam Bhagavate Sri Nityananda Paramashivam Padaka Arpanamastu. Om Nityanandam. Thank you for participating in the Jnanapatati, Nityananda Jnanapatati course. Please go ahead and select more power manifestation and every day experience the ultimate reality for yourself. Nityananda.
Om Nityananda Paramashivoham